Welcome back, survivors. Irish Game Master here. Today's strategy session is Outpost, Defense, and Offense. Now, I do want to point out today that this particular outpost I'm attacking is actually fairly well defended. You see, the zombies, the walkers, are all level 15, and he even has a couple stunners and armored walkers in here. But I'm going to tell you why this is not a good strategy. You see, my survivors are mowing through their walkers like they're not even there. I mean, yeah, I'm a few levels higher. That's not the point. The point is, all you're doing when you provide this many walkers for your opponent to shoot is giving your opponent the opportunity to charge up their abilities. So I am going to bust through that gate with 3 characters fully charged and ready to go. And you're going to see just how badly that is going to go for them here in a second. Now, I'm not saying don't put defenders with walkers outside your outpost. Stick to the heavies. They're more expensive, but tanks and armored are much better defenders. They'll absorb a lot of shots, and once they're high level, they're actually kind of tough to kill. Those regular walkers, those numbers aren't worth anything. Somebody comes in there with a hunter or an assault guy, they're going to mow them down. It's not going to do any good. So, 3 guys, and turn. I have 3 survivors fully charged, led by Dwight, so you know it's not going to last very long. Unfortunately, they're actually fairly well spread out, so I'm not going to do quite as much damage as I would like. So, let's go ahead and take him out. Mike, it's over for you. And I'll hit Sylvia. Alright, and that's it. One more turn. I mean, they're going to get a couple shots off, feel good about themselves. I won't be able to use these 2 next round, but it doesn't matter because I just won. While it's important to defend your outpost, if you are giving your enemy the opportunity to charge up, it doesn't matter hardly what you have behind that gate. If I came in with an assault character, my primary assault character being Abraham, he's in training right now, level 18 on the way, so he wasn't available. But a good assault character could come in and stun all 3 of them. That means that's for 2 turns, your guys, your defenders, are not doing anything to defend themselves against the attackers, and that just makes it easy to be chopped up. And even if you happen to be higher level than the guy attacking you, if he hits you with an area stun, your guys are going to get cut down. Now, you might get lucky, like this guy did, and maybe incapacitate a couple of mine for 30, 40 minutes. If you are providing cannon fodder for your opponent, then you're not doing a good job defending your outpost. Now, let's take a look at the outpost right quick. The Walker Pit. Let's see here. Now, I'm stuck with 6 normal walkers. I would like there to be a way to reduce the amount of walkers. I'm tapping the screen, but there's no way to reduce the amount of walkers you have. You can only increase and level them up. I am not spending resources on this right now because, let's go back to mission select. I'll show you why it's not worth it right now to spend resources. Here's my log. Come on. Alright. Rage is 1. Here, defense lost. I lost no supplies. I didn't even lose any tokens. At the low levels, you're not going to lose tokens. You're not going to lose supplies. So, there's no reason to spend resources on walkers until you get much higher. Now, I'm gold level 3 and I'm still not losing. I think you don't start losing supplies or even tokens until you get to platinum tier. I haven't found that out yet, and I haven't looked it up either. But until you get to the higher tiers, don't waste your resources on that. Use it for what it is. Farm for supplies when you need it, but don't waste them on your walkers, and don't waste time upgrading or capturing new walkers when having them is not going to do you any good. You're not losing supplies if someone attacks you until you get into the higher tiers. Now, of course, you're in the higher tiers, it's a whole nother ball game, and I'm not making a video about that right now. Now, other part of this particular episode, the reason why I'm making it today is because Dixieland Barbecue. I'm going to buy those right now. This is a cool little assault weapon. Now, a lot of people don't seem to agree with this. I like it because the special functionality, it will set your targets on fire. Now, you might be wondering, why would that be useful? Most of these attacks are not that great. With an assault guy, especially with this wide spread, this is great for the later distance missions. When you've got those real big, heavy, nasty walkers you got to deal with. You send him in, you burn the big heavies, and you can just kind of let the fire do the work. If you're fortunate enough to be on a map where you can kind of lead the walker around the map without being hit, the fire will just about kill him and end the battle for you. Unless, there's ads that keep coming in every turn and overrun you. Then you're screwed. But this is what I am working on today. I will be doing the raids almost exclusively today because I want the Dixieland Barbecue. I will be getting it at level 18. I have to wait for my fuel to recharge anyway, so by the time I have enough resource to get it, Abraham here will finish training. He will be level 18, which will unlock level 18 weapons for me. And that will be the level that I get, the Dixieland Barbecue. I will not be applying that to Abraham. I'll probably apply it to Rufus or somebody else. Abraham I'm pretty happy with. He's got this light machine gun. It does a lot of damage. I love that thing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. This is today's strategy session for Outpost rating and defense. Oh, I didn't talk about defense. Okay, for defense, where's my Outpost? For defense, I am not working too hard on it, to be honest. I have some low-level characters in there. These are guys that I only really use if I need them for a daily mission, or if I need them, I don't know, for something else. And then when you play the distance, you pull them out anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'm not putting high-level, high-powered characters on the Outpost again because it doesn't matter. You just need placeholders. And the only reason I have Morgan and Eugene in there is because I don't use them very often in my regular missions. Unless I'm playing the distance, I'm just not using them right now. And that's really the only place they've been useful for me anyway. Again, they don't have great weapons, they're low level, and they have no badges. Ivan's the most useful character in here simply because of his setup. He can actually hit multiple targets at one time. Again, only useful for the distance for me. I prefer to use range characters for my missions because I just find it easier than using melee. I use melee when I'm scavenging. Melee. Alright, there you go. Strategy session. If you're low level, and if you haven't made it up into the platinum tiers, don't waste a lot of resources. Don't waste your good characters on defense. And don't waste resources upgrading walkers. There you have it. Irish Game Master, over and out. Okay, I just wanted to add this into the video. This is not a good defensive setup. You want a defensive setup where all your characters are ready to shoot as soon as the gate's open. I'm going to tell you why. You see here, the governor alone was standing behind the gate. and he just got dropped by Rick. Now I have Sasha and Rosita fully charged and ready to go, and it's going to be nothing for me to just come around the corner and eat up whoever happens to be defending this outpost. You have to bear in mind, and now I know where my opponent is. You can see just on the other side of the wall, just above Rosita, two little circles. Those are areas that I cannot get to. So all I have to do now is pull my characters around. I'll pull Rick right up here in their face. I'll tell Rosita I want to stun Jesus, and I'll get both of them. Takes care of them. They're not going to be able to do anything. We'll take out Laura. Boom, she's out. Jesus can't do anything. Sasha, get that. Rick, shoot Jesus. Then Rosita, finish him off. Well, nearly finish him off. Jesus will get one good shot here. No, he died. He bled out. Didn't even matter. Alright, there you go. That was an easy takedown. Simply because I was able to stun my opponents. Now this here is one of the best defensive setups that I've seen. You have good cover and plenty of space to spread out your guys. Now, let's see if they've actually spread their characters out. Because if they haven't, then this is not going to last very long. Alright, not the best spread, but good enough that I'm only going to be able to stun. Oh, nope, I got them all. So what I'm telling you, you have to spread your characters out. Otherwise, they're not even going to be able to defend. It doesn't matter what level they are. If I come in there with the ability to stun your guys, then I'm going to win. It's an easy win for me. See, Willie's down. Randall's weakened. I bring Sasha in, finish him off, and Rosita grabs the loot. It's been a long time since I've actually faced up against an opponent like this that actually gave me a run for my money. I don't even know if the log will go back far enough for me to show you someone who actually put up a good defense. Now, yes, they're lower level, and that does make a difference for this mission. But if you go into an outpost with higher level guys, if you hit them with a stun, you are going to take out at least one or two of their defenders before they can fight back. You have with a good stun attack, you have 2 rounds where you can chew them up before they can fight back, and that makes a huge difference. So, again, placement, placement, placement. Okay, here we have a map that I particularly like. Obviously, this is going to be nothing for me to cut through, but I like this because it forces my survivors to step a little further back, and you actually have a fair amount of room to spread your guys out. Here, it's not going to do them any good because, this is a particularly low-level defender. Although, despite that fact, you still have to hit them all twice to take them down. But nonetheless, this is an excellent defensive map, outpost that you can set up. Easy to spread your guys out so they're a little bit difficult to take down. Obviously, if this guy was a little bit higher level, this would be a completely different ball game. But he's not, so it's ending this pretty quickly. The thing I like about it is you have to move a car instead of simply opening a gate. And that just, it makes it easy to space out your defenders and keep your attackers held back a little further. And the approach to the base is cluttered enough with obstacles to make finding the defending walkers a little bit challenging. And that can be useful if you're using tanks and armored walkers to defend your base, like we've spoken about.